got some bear mace in the back. They ain't taking my fans. Let's go.
Listen to this. On today's episode of the Bodega Thought Bucket Chronicles, things are wild. Last we saw, Cardi Humpty Dumpty B took a legendary fall, literally, playing robot in the middle of San Francisco streets right before the Super Bowl halftime, fooling her bird-brain fans into thinking she was performing with Bad Bunny, when girl, she was just a backup dancer. Well, this week, her baby daddy, Stefon Diggs, had his first run-in with the court over allegations from his BBO chef. And I've got some thoughts you don't want to miss. But first, hold up. Cardi B is now beefing with the feds, the Department of Homeland Security. And all I can say is, Cardi, this ain't Bia, this ain't JT, this ain't Nicki Minaj, this ain't Offset, his mama, or any other black woman you usually run circles around. You're now tangled with the alphabet boys, and trust me, it's a different level. Those blood deals you signed, yeah, they won't save you in this lane. We're about to break it all down, so buckle up.
If ICE come in here, we gonna jump it. I got some bear mace in the back. They ain't taking my fans. Let's go.
All right, listen to this. This clip right here is from Cardi B's opening night on her tour, her first real tour ever after being in the game nearly a decade. And get this, everyone's hyped her with accolades, but she's never actually hit the road solo city to city on a serious tour before. So here we are, no real talent showing up, no real stage presence, lazy below average setup, and overall a performance that just doesn't match someone supposedly at the top of the charts. All you see is her flopping her diaper BBL around, repeating lyrics written by Party, struggling to even enunciate his own words. But hold up, during the show, she starts shouting out all the Latinos, talking about how they need to stick together, showing love to Mexicans and immigrants from Guatemala. Then she goes, if ICE comes in here now, we're gonna jump their ass. Yeah, just like the same energy she had when those Cubs got black women beat up. Very consistent messaging, right? She's basically telling her crowd to show aggression and violence toward ICE because they better not touch her so-called illegal immigrant fans. And she didn't stop there. She even said she had mace for federal agents too, hyping her fans to put hands on U.S. agents and spray them with it.
Come in here, we gonna jump it. I got some bear mace in the back.
Now listen to this. TMZ caught this clip, and of course they didn't waste a second running an article and headlines framing it like it's some joke. Classic Cardi B coverage, always running interference for her, even though this woman is notorious for violence, especially against black women. We all remember that club incident where she got women jumped, right? So her telling fans to attack ICE, not funny, not a joke. This is textbook Cardi behavior, straight out of the Bodega Thought Bucket. DHS saw the TMZ clip and decided to retweet it, replying to Cardi B with, as long as she doesn't drug and rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement over her past behavior. Yep, that came directly from DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, official account. And Cardi B, she fired back, deflecting and dragging Epstein and little girls into it like it's all cute. Girl, she's been running wild for years, especially against black folks, because for some reason, black women keep letting her stomp on them. I never get it. They'll take another black woman out without hesitation, but still support her? Something's in the air. I don't know what spell she's cast on black women and young girls, but trust me, Cardi doesn't want to see the United States versus Beckles. She comes from parents from other countries, so she really doesn't get how this works, but these people will school her faster than I can explain. You do not want the feds coming for you. That's a battle you can't win. All that 360 deal money? Yeah, they know how to pull it back, and Atlantic will just roll out your replacement. You're messing with a system that lifts women and men so high with cash, they thought they were untouchable. And now, threatening to mace federal agents and telling fans to attack them? That's playing with fire.
Come in here, we gonna jump it. I got some bear mace in the back.
Girl, you stepping into some mess your baby bimbo babble ain't gonna talk your way out of. Speaking of talking your way out of a mess, let's switch gears to Stefon Diggs, Cardi B's baby daddy. Stefon had a rough week, no Super Bowl ring in sight. Seahawks crushed that dream. But fast forward a few Mays after the big game, and Stefon's in court facing charges tied to allegations from his former live-in BBL chef. If you lost on that story, hit the link in the description and catch up on the last video. Now, this arraignment, it was originally set for about 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, January 23rd. But the New England Patriots was so thirsty for another ring, they pulled strings to get Stefon's judge to postpone it. We're talking felony charges and serious allegations against a woman, yet somehow he got a delay so he could focus on winning that ring. That's shady, no matter what team you play for or how much money you got. No arraignment should be postponed like that. Special treatment, special privileges, stuff you don't see in normal cases. So Friday the 13th rolls around, and he walks before the judge, enters a not guilty plea, and heads home. Meanwhile, the local Boston media is already spinning the story, setting everyone up with the narrative that these charges won't stick.
The field and into court. Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs arraigned on assault charges. Good afternoon, I'm Chris Tanaka. Diggs is accused of attacking his personal chef. However, as WBZ's Penny Commit shows us, his attorney says he thinks the case will be tossed out soon.
Commonwealth versus Stefon Diggs.
Less than a week after his Super Bowl appearance, New England Patriots star receiver Stefon Diggs inside a Dedham courtroom following an alleged physical altercation with his private chef.
He is completely innocent of these false allegations, that he will be exonerated once the facts and evidence are demonstrated in that court.
Less than a week after lighting up the Super Bowl, New England Patriots star receiver Stefon Diggs found himself inside a Dedham courtroom, facing serious allegations after an alleged physical clash with his private chef.
Tough case for the prosecution because not only is it a he said, she said, but she waited so long to report this to the authorities that that's really going to undercut her credibility.
The alleged victim says she was Diggs' personal chef during the NFL season and that things got heated over money. She claims that on December 2nd, Diggs smacked her and then, quote, tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. And get this, she didn't report the alleged assault until December 16th, a full 2 weeks later.
Attorneys could work out a cash settlement with the alleged victim. And with that cash settlement, she agrees not to cooperate in any way with the prosecution.
This is a tricky situation. WBZ legal analyst Jennifer Roman says she wouldn't be shocked if the whole case ended up getting tossed.
No comment for reporters as he entered or left the courtroom. He's out on personal recognizance and is expected back in court on April 1st. In Dedham, I'm Penny Commit, WBZ News.
Today's arraignment clocked in at just about 2 minutes, and it had originally been delayed because of the playoff grind and the Super Bowl. In that tiny window in court, the Boston Globe reported that 2 of Diggs' attorneys abruptly withdrew from the case right before he stepped in front of the judge.
If ICE come in here, we're gonna choke that. I got some bear mace in the back.
Shortly after Stefon stepped into court, entered a not guilty plea, and walked out on bond, the BBO chef came forward with a statement. She denied making any false accusations and is standing firm that her story is true, while Stefon keeps insisting it's not. Remember, Cardi B was just out here defending Stefon a couple weeks ago, and he was even sending messages on her social media that looked like responses from the BBO chef after Cardi allegedly reached out about the police report. The report suggests Stefon's girlfriend tried to downplay the situation and discourage the chef from cooperating with prosecutors. Yeah, that was just weeks ago. Cardi was going off live defending Stefon, and now they've fallen out right before the Super Bowl. At the end of the day, reckless words and reckless moves have consequences. Stefon Diggs will need to prove his innocence in court if he can't get the BBO chef to back down. And as for his baby mama number 6, Cardi B, she better be careful thinking the federal government is just another female rapper or one of her baby daddies she can mess with. Somebody clearly got a hold of that DHS account and is popping off like it's social media. But girl, you're dealing with the feds. Carter, trust me, you do not want to go there, especially threatening federal agents.